Dark Souls is a game that is known for being soul-crushingly hard, but is beloved by many, myself included. I've beaten this game forwards and backwards at Soul Level 1 and with a broken straight sword, but today is the day I find out if I can beat Dark Souls while playing as Havel when he didn't skip leg day. Today, we take on the Sonic Havel Challenge. The goal is simple, to be able to run as fast as possible in full Havel's gear, and more specifically, to be able to fast roll. Can it be done? Well, honestly, I'm not sure. My one-page Google search of this basically amounted to either no or, well, of course, with 99 endurance and the right rings, you can easily do it. So, yeah, guess I'll have to find out for myself. What? What do you mean there's more than one page of Google? No, that's not a thing, you're lying. Since 1998, you say? Well, I already wrote the script, so just roll it. Since there are no real requirements aside from fast tank, I decided to start with the bandit class as they have the highest base endurance. I take the master key because I'll need it, name the character Gotta Go Fast, and with that, we're off to the races. First things first, let's talk to our old buddy Oscar and get some of that there Sunny D, then absolutely thrash this thick boy and finally break out of tutorial jail so the run can actually begin. In Firelink, I pump a couple levels into endurance to start raising my equip load, then quickly grab the loose items laying around. But now I have to decide how I actually want to play this before getting to Havel's gear. Well, if I want to become the Havel, I have to think like the Havel. So, I decided to head to the Undead Merchant, buy the Reinforced Club and a few firebombs, head back to Firelink, grab the Ring of Sacrifice for safety, then go all the way down through New Londo, through the Valley of Drakes, bop the Undead Dragon, that probably won't come back to haunt me, and then head into Darkroot Basin to confront my doppelganger. But first I grab the Grasscrest shield, then spend an embarrassingly long amount of time trying to kill the Halberd Knight, only for him to kill himself out of pity. Whatever. It's time to go over to Havel and show him who's... Well, second time I will... Well, you know what they say, third time's the... Like, actually though? Okay, real talk, I guess I suck at parrying, but after 5 attempts, we backstabbed our way to victory and grabbed our first item, Havel's Ring. Next up, we head towards the gargoyles, but not to fight them, not yet at least. We have just a tiny bit more setup to do. So first, we take down the guaranteed Titanite Shard, get the Reinforced Club +1, then grab the Firekeeper Soul. Next, we free Lautrec and head back to Firelink to say hi to our new friend, and then promptly kick him off the cliff. It is his canonical death, after all. We quit out, load in, grab our prize, and make our SS a +1. Finally, we're going to use our souls to bring our endurance up to 27, then head back up through the shortcut because we are going to full send getting Havel's gear. In other words, we're going to perform Sin Skip. Sin Skip is a well-known speedrunning glitch where you basically abuse a game state to unload the gate to Sin's Fortress so you can pass through earlier than intended. Long story short, there are certain places in the game that can activate an overhead death cam, usually from a large fall, but this trigger does not actually cause the player death. It's why sometimes you see the camera go up, but don't actually die for a few more seconds. Speedrunners found out that while in this state, not all game objects are loaded. Here, it might just be easier to show you. To perform Sin Skip, you gotta line yourself up with this third pillar, then parry one of these undead fellows. But let me tell you, this isn't easy. If you're not close enough to the wall, death cam won't activate. If you're too close, you'll just clip out of bounds and die. And even when you get it, it's not that easy to control the character. It's a bit hard to explain, but it sort of becomes like tank controls from the old Resident Evil games. Either way, the first time I tried it, I ended up getting lost next to Andre and had to quit out. Second time though, just kind of rubbed my face against the wall until I found the bridge leading to Sin's Fortress. At this point, you just run across the invisible but still loaded bridge through the invisible but not loaded gate. When you see the texture of the area pop up, you can quit out and reload. As you can see, we got past the gate without having to open it. And that's great, but it means from this point on I can't die, otherwise I'll get warped back to my last bonfire and I'll have to do Sin Skip again. And what's coming up is sure going to be difficult to do deathless. So let's get into it. First, up the bounce house, murder the firebomb throwing giant, and then challenge the big bad iron golem himself. Speaking of firebombs, remember how I bought some earlier? Yeah, this is what they're for. We're going to try to knock the golem off with them. Well, those were useless. Okay, it's fine. We can still... No. Okay, it's not all over yet. We just gotta do Sin Skip again and get back up there. No big deal. Surprisingly, I actually managed to do that without dying. So okay, round 2, big guy. Hopefully I can do enough damage just with my club to knock him off. Well, I guess not. I suppose we're in it for the long haul. After a few dozen whacks, he goes down, but the hard part is still yet to come. Now I have 47,000 souls, which is great for leveling, but I can't rest at a bonfire. See, remember how I said the gate is closed behind me? Well, to get back behind the gate, I can either die, which would put me at my last bonfire rested at, or kill Ornstein and Smo and get the Lord Vessel. I'm not really interested in trying to take down the Anorlando Dream Team just yet, but there is a third option. Homeward Bone. The plan is to get all the way from here to there without dying, grab Havel's gear, and homeward bone out all the way back to before Sin's Fortress. I'm actually going to equip the Ring of Sacrifice for a second shot at this. Did I forget to equip the Ring of Favor and Protection this whole time? God, I'm an idiot. Well, hopefully I won't make any more mistakes like that. Anyway, using the Ring of Sacrifice makes this less anxiety inducing, as if I die, I'll work back and can use the souls. Smart planning on my part, apparently to counteract the stupid of forgetting to equip the Thap Ring. Okay, here we go. First up on these terrifying acts, the rafters. Well, I guess they just wanted to jump off in sheer fear at my overwhelming power. Yeah, that's why. Next, we just gotta slip past the giant. Oh god, oh no, please. Okay, we are fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. Alright, we gotta keep an eye on the Bat Demon just to make sure I don't get hit by any lightning. And then our last obstacle, and perhaps the most infamous, the archers. Ha! He slipped! What an idiot! Who would ever slip off this ledge? I've definitely never done that. Alright, let's just grab all the Havel stuff and homeward bone out of here. It's time to equip our prize and become the Rock. Look at that, we can already mid-roll, even with Havel stuff on. Okay, let's equip our weapon now and... Wait, what do you mean unable to wield this weapon effectively with present stats? 40 strength? Alright, it's fine. We have our souls still, so let's go ahead and level up strength a bit. At least now we can two-hand it until we're at 40. So let's also equip the shield and... What? This is where I realized I made a mistake. After all my years of Dark Souls, I apparently forgot weapons have stat requirements and that I couldn't just pump everything into endurance. In the end, that just means this will become even more difficult, but I decided the best course of action would be to just pump everything into strength so I can at least two-hand my weapon and do more than no damage. I am fat rolling with or without the shield, so I just decided to keep it on for now, mostly for fashion. And with that, it's time to take down our first target, the Taurus Demon. I'm just gonna let this fight play out by itself. I might be slow and fat roll, but having Dragon Tooth this early makes enemies and bosses a cakewalk. Next, I make sure to chat up everyone's favorite knight and avoid becoming a barbecue snack. I get a few more levels endurance, and then it's off to see the gargoyles. Wow, that was really easy. Anyway, we ring the bell, bone out, and pay a little visit to Andre, and then quickly poured one out for him because I am not spending 20k on that crest. I need everything I can get. Anyway, I opened up the secret bonfire and had a nice slow jog over to the Moonlight Butterfly. And yeah, this is going as I expected. After swatting the butterfly, I grab the ember that I can no longer use, bone out, and consume its soul for 1200 souls. Wow, great, awesome, so helpful. I use that pitiful amount of souls to at least get to 34 endurance. While I'm here, I decide to take out everyone's favorite danger doggo. Sorry, Sif, I wish you were optional, but no, FromSoft has to hate dogs. Anyway, you know the drill, homeward bone out, pump endurance. Well, would you look at that, I can finally mid-roll wearing Havels. Well, without the Great Shield, that is. At this point, I actually decided to remove it so I could keep the mid-roll. Since I can't wield the shield anyway, this would give me a little bit more survivability. Not that I needed wearing this chunky armor, but hey. Next up is a return trip to Blighttown, but I want to make a quick pit stop and kill that undead dragon. Huh. Maybe I shouldn't have smacked him earlier. Quick pit stop to kill the undead dragon, and then it's off to see Quailag. Let's just pop in and see how she's doing. Hey, what are you looking at? No, no, no. We're not here for this. We're only here for Havel. Remember, only Havel. Hey, remember, only Havel. Smack her down, pledge allegiance to the true queen, cheese ceaseless. Wow, that is the most amount of damage I have done to him, possibly ever. Anyway, we're out of here. At Firelink, we level a little more and make our weapon a +1. Then it's back through the bounce house and to Anor Londo proper this time. Since I can't parry, I was a bit worried about the archers, but honestly, it was nothing little Unga Bunga couldn't fix. So next up, we're the Anor Londo Dream Team, Ornstein and Smell. With these two, you really gotta be careful and play it smart. One is slow and hits hard, and the other is fast and, well, also hits hard. Since I can't fast roll, I think the best plan is... Oh, that's a lot of damage. You know, this fight is actually pretty easy when you hit harder than a wet noodle. It only took me 2 minutes total. I guess I'm used to challenge runs and I forgot? Anyway, with the dream team down, we head up and see the real fair lady, grab the Lord Vessel, and warp back to Firelink. Ah, come sit with me by the bonfire. This journey is only half over, but we deserve a good rest. While you're here, consider leaving a like and subscribing. It lets me know you're really enjoying the content. Now, there are two things I'd like to do before going into boss rush mode, and I'm sure one of them you've all been screaming at me about. If you haven't, go down into the comments and yell at me what you think I missed, but was actually just too lazy to have gotten earlier. Major guesses? Alright, then I guess it's time to head on over to the catacombs. I got lucky and nabbed a skull lantern, which will be useful, but for now we drop in on Vamos, then cower in fear at the Will Skelly Bros. Even in Havels, I don't want to take these guys on. Pinwheel is... well, Pinwheel. Let's be honest, the only reason he's even a boss is because at the annual Lord Souls picnic, Nito got really drunk and said, you know what would be funny? Promoting one of my henchmen to a boss, but then not actually giving him anything special. Just one of my regular dudes is suddenly in charge. Anyway, into the Tomb of the Giants, we grab the safety bonfire, level up, and show Patches what we really think of him. Or I guess he was so guilt-ridden with what he did to Rhea that he couldn't handle it anymore. Anyway, we then die several times because I could not for the life of me remember where we were supposed to drop down, but finally we pick up that item. Did y'all guess the Silver Serpent Ring? Because that's right, I probably should have grabbed it much earlier to boost my souls, but to be honest, I couldn't be bothered without the Lord Vessel. Either way, I have it now. While I'm here, I might as well go put Nito further into the ground and... oh. Well, guess that's what I get for talking shit on Pinwheel. Anyway, Nito, grounded. The second thing I'd like to do is get my weapon fully upgraded, which basically means we need 10 Titanite scales. We've already got one, so we'll skip through the other 9. First stop, Darkroot Basin to hunt us a Hydra. This is already really annoying to do as a melee character, but after a couple near-death experiences, we got it. We also quickly free Dusk and take her stuff. I'm a pretty princess. Anyway, back to being Havel. We're gonna pop on over to the True Queen, greet her properly, then murder Igni. Igni? Igni. He drops an item we need, and this is the fastest way to get it. Now we make our way back to jail and trade the egg vermifuge for a dragon scale. While I'm here, I'll kill the boss and... wait, why isn't there any sound? Yeah, I don't know what happened, but this whole boss fight, the explosions from the stray demon just didn't make any sounds. I mean, it's fine, it's kind of weird. Anyway, we go back to grab the doll, then homeward bone like an idiot because I forgot to grab the iron ring, so we go back again to the jail, though honestly it probably would have been faster to just run across the goop without it, but hey. We grab the next scale behind the bonfire and head on over to Ash Lake to kill us a second Hydra. This one has way more health, but after some time it goes down. We grab the other 3 dragon scales here, and then it's off to Anor Londo to admire some artwork. Here we are in the painted world of Ariamis. I have a sneaking suspicion I'll be back. In the meantime, we make Dragontooth a +4, jump the fence, kill these goopy boys that I'll definitely be seeing again, murder us an already dead dragon, grab the final scale, touch the butt, and meet the true fairest lady of them all. You know, if I made a Dark Souls waifu list, you'd be at the top. I'm really sorry, Priscilla, I don't want to have to do this, but you know how the internet is, all bosses and whatnot. My heart breaks, but we are approaching boss rush mode. I don't want to kill another fair lady, so I decide to make a mad dash to the Darkmoon Ruin. With this, we can avoid killing the illusionary Booba Lady, and we can head into the Darkmoon Tomb and absolutely wreck... oh. You know, it's starting to catch up to me that I never really leveled my health. Anyway, murder Gwendolyn, and with that, we are now in boss rush mode. Next up, the Four Kings. To be honest, I've been avoiding doing this fight. I don't really know why. I mean, with a +5 Dragon Tooth, we definitely have the DPS to bring them down. Maybe it's some horrible memories from when I did Soul Level 1. I don't know. Anyway, through the ghost house, and normally I hate this place, but Havel's armor really shows how strong it is here by shrugging off all of these attacks from the ghosties. Maybe I should wear armor more often? Well, into the abyss, and oh yeah, that is a lot of damage. I was worried for nothing. After the Four Kings go down, I'm feeling a bit chilly, so let's head on over to Lava World and see what's happening. First up, the Demon Fire Sage, and god, this arena sucks. It's legit harder than the actual boss fight, but we risk it all and win. Next up, we head even further down where... oh, okay. Seriously, this lack of health is becoming a problem. After we put the Centipede Demon in its place, we head over and level up Endurance to 66. And hey, would you look at that? We can finally mid-roll with the shield on. But 66 Endurance is pretty high. Honestly, it's looking grim for being the fastest Havel alive. Nonetheless, we press forward into unfinished content land, I mean Lost Izalith. Nothing really eventful happens here. The Bed of Chaos is annoying as ever, and god, I legitimately hate this boss. Who thought it was a good idea? Like, actually, though. Whatever. We finally made it past the hands and rolling our way to victory. No! Are you actually kidding me? Like, really, game? After a couple more attempts, the bug of bullshit is finally squashed. Seriously, this boss is awful. I don't know what FromSoft was thinking. Let's go ahead and warp back to Anor Londo to... oh god, why is she angry? Oh right, I remember. I murdered Gwendolyn. Well, no matter. Most things get crushed on their Dragon Tooth anyway. Back on track, headed to the Duke's archives, we make pork chops out of these piggies, grab the broken pendant, and then it's up to face our death. Fortunately, I still have the Ring of Sacrifice, so I'm able to keep my souls. After we navigate the library, we arrive at Crystal Cove. We have to be really careful of our footing here so we don't slip off, and I'm just gonna sneak around this... alright, what was that hitbox exactly? Whatever. This time we get by without being crushed and square up against Seath the Betrayer. Did you know he isn't actually invulnerable? He just heals extremely quickly? Neat. But either way, he's not really any trouble, and a few solid hits later he goes down. Now, it's time for the DLC. Going in, I'm honestly not worried about the Sanctuary Guardian. Sure, we have practically no health, but compared to the other 3 bosses in this area, he's pretty harmless. And sure enough, Sanctuary Guardian goes down in just 5 hits. I level up and steel myself for what is to come. Honestly, going into Artorias, I was super worried. He's really fast and he hits like a truck, and then there's me, mid-rolling and with practically no health. I do a decent amount of damage per swing, but for as strong as this weapon is, it's equally slow, usually only letting me get off 1 attack at a time. However, staying calm and collected, and with a little bit of help from the insane amount of poise of Havel's gear, Artorias goes down on the first attempt. In the township, we just gotta grab a couple items. The silver pendant, because I'm not fighting Manus without it, and the crest key so we can access Hawkeye Go. Alright, we cleared out all the other enemies, now we just need to kill... god, I hate this place. Eventually, we make our way down to the Chasm of the Abyss, a place I am all too familiar with after my Soul Level 1 run. Just gonna take care of this sorceress real quick, and oh my god, that's actually terrifying. I tidy up my quick bar, and it's time to fight the Father of the Abyss. Oh god, why did I remove my humanity? I'm all out of heals. Oh no, Manus, please, no, I'm sorry, Manus, please. Wait, yes, this is an opportunity. Yes, humanities, yes, good, heal, yes, haha, Manus, you're so stupid. Alright, only a slight heart attack later, Manus goes down, first try. All that's left is Black Dragon Calamite. Come here, you big stupid dragon, I'm gonna show you who's bossing. Well, that is a hitbox, alright. Alright, it's fine. We'll try this again. Come here, you big stupid dragon. Again. This time I make sure to be extra careful, and after a tough battle, Calamite goes down. So after using all our souls, we're able to get to 83 endurance and 27 strength. We are 39 levels from our goal. Currently, we are still only able to mid-roll. The issue is we're basically in the endgame. There's nothing left to do except farm for souls. So with that, we're off to the Painted World of Ariamis again. What you're seeing now is the vastly sped up version of the run I was doing to farm souls. This would have went a lot faster if I had Wrath of the Gods, but it honestly wouldn't be worth it to level up Faith just to use it. So, after 5 hours and 13 minutes, I finally did it. 99 endurance and 50 strength. It is time to find out if I can fast roll in full Havel's gear. Nope, we are still too heavy. Even without the Great Shield, we are way too heavy at a whopping 68 equip load. I did test out a few other weapons such as the Black Knight's Sword and Crest Shield, and it is possible to fast roll using them, which is pretty impressive. Before anybody asks, I also grabbed the Mask of the Father to try that out, and to my surprise, using the mask and only Dragon Tooth, you can actually fast roll. But that would make us 75% The Rock and 25% a Father, so 100% Dwayne Johnson, which I guess works, but it's not full Havel, so it doesn't count. With our hearts as heavy as our gear, it's finally time to accept our fate. We descend the stairs into the kiln of the First Flame and head towards GWYN, the lord of, oh my god, I forgot the Capra Demon. And the Gaping Dragon. Well, this is a bit embarrassing. Okay, so it's back to the Undead Burg to smash us a demon. I even killed the Hellkite Drake for good measure. With Havel's gear, these dogs are absolutely no threat, and Jesus, 2 hits. It took 2 hits to kill the Capra Demon. Oh, you have no idea how satisfying that is. Anyway, into the depths to fight the Open Heart Surgery Dragon, who admittedly took more than 2 hits, but is absolutely not a threat at this point. Now, it is time to finally descend the stairs into the kiln and face the Lord of Cinder himself, GWYN. With our great shield and defenses, GWYN could hardly put a dent in us, and after only 2 attempts, he goes down, and the fastest Havel alive has linked the fire. Hey everybody, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please consider liking it and subscribing. It helps me out so much more than you know. And if you have any suggestions for challenge runs, please leave them in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. I absolutely love these games, and I'm always looking to try something new. It doesn't matter if it's Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, Sekiro, whatever. Just any Souls-like FromSoft game. It's all good. This video wasn't recorded live, but in the future I'd like to. So if you want to check that out, I stream every Friday starting at 8 p.m. JST and Saturday and Sunday starting at noon JST. Or you can just check out my socials. I announce on Twitter every time I go live. I'll link those down in the description below. Thanks again, and I will see you next time.